Minister of Works David Umahi has called on Nigerians at home and abroad to stop demarketing the country, urging them to rather promote national unity, optimism and patriotism. He urges Nigerians to be optimistic, forward-looking, while praising President Bola Tinubu's resilience and commitment in the face of what he describes as a terrible economic situation inherited from the previous administration. He says all indices show that the reforms are breathing very well, with a drop in inflation and the gross domestic product (GDP) growth over 4.23%, while the foreign reserve has climbed over 42%.
I feel so sad when I see people demarketing the country, outside the country or even within the country. I continue to say people darken castle without knowledge. Yeah, because the job is very easy when you are not the one doing it. So let there be, a rethink. We are all journeying through this life, and there is a need to have a lasting, treasures, beyond this life, by putting Nigeria first, by being your brother's keeper, by doing things with the fear of God. I wonder that when our people go outside the country, they suffer more. Yeah. They pass through all kinds of humiliations and oppressions, and they work, sometimes 19 hours, and, they obey all the rules. Yes. But when they come here, they break all the rules, that is not good. Not to say all of them, but let us have hope here. This is the only country you can make 100%, doing a job. I know very well that there are still places you work in this country, you make 100%. You can't make more than 10% outside this country. In fact, when I saw the capital project, I never knew that the debt servicing is drawn from the capital project. Yes. So, and that is where the problem is. So there's been a lot of debt that is, kept. And this debt were not used for infrastructure development. It would have been, a catalyst for our development, So, it is very, very important, to know that what, we inherited, was so terrible, and everything became a priority. And so we shall overcome this. Even our fuel was sold in advance, So, but it's a matter of courage. That's why it's not complete. But we shall overcome it. And you can see all the indices of reforms. They are breathing and breathing very well. Look at inflation is gone beyond 20. Look at, GDP growth is over 4.23%. You look at our, foreign reserve is climbed over 42 plus, So all the indices, are breathing well, and the worst is over, by the words of the president. And the darkest part of the morning is the dawn. Yeah. So the macroeconomy is doing very well, and by the commitment in infrastructure development is going to, cure the seemingly hunger, because it's going to trickle down to microeconomy, and that will be, win-win for this nation. For me, the president has taken back the nation for us. Don't forget about, the noisemakers. There will always be people making noise, and I will suggest that, our generation should also try to work, even harder than our forefathers. Hard work, peace is very, very important, so that, my Bible I profess, say, let he that doesn't work should not eat. Yeah. So there should be work to cure hunger, and then by curing hunger, there will be more food for us.